I'm literally just cracking myself up because I'm so happy. That's like just what's going on. Like, I saw this picture that somebody was like asking opinions about. They're like, they designed it. It's like font and um for some reason I just thought it was so funny because it literally just said it said suck my dick, but it was really beautifully done and looked super awesome. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, that's like exactly how I say it whenever I literally say it, because I'll be like, suck my dick, just I sing it for some reason. I can't just say that, because I don't know, just can't. And so it just was really funny. I felt like that picture actually displayed exactly how I happened to sing that. And then I decided to check out, I'm trying to find something I remember putting on my Pinterest. So I pulled that up, and the first thing that popped up is this like green goddess Gouda. And I just, without even thinking about it, talking to my computer, there's nobody around me right now. These are just the things that I do by myself. I'm like, that looks like green goddess poopa. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know. See, that's why every time I try to explain these moments to people, because like I said, I do this all the time. I'm just literally like, I'll be present in whatever it is I'm doing, like at work and everything, and I'll just bust out with something really off the wall or weird to start singing lyrics to a song, and I crack myself up. I'm sorry, like I think it's funny when you're just like this little chick that's like busting butt and like lifting big crates of gallons of milk and stuff and not complaining at all, but instead you're just singing like Britney Spears or NSYNC or something really weird like that. It's even funnier if you like don't sing the lyrics you have in mind, but if you like look at somebody and you just tell them the lyrics like as normal conversation. I love doing that to people. Every time I do something like that, people are just like, all right, I guess you're not really hurting anybody right now, but you're kind of weird. And I love it though. I love being weird. That's been like a reoccurring theme for me right now is, I mean, I'm never gonna get through my life being comfortable with being like a normal person. I could never do that. I just, ever since I was little, I've always been kind of quirky, and I know that when I was young and we used to travel a lot, like in a truck, that I would like entertain my family by like randomly doing like impressions of I'm ashamed to say fat bastard was probably their favorite one. Whenever I would act like fat bastard, but there was definitely other ones, like the candlestick from Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast was like my favorite movie. um Things like that just really, I don't know, I like making people happy. And I think for a while there, I was actually stuck in a place where I truly didn't think that I was gonna be able to make people happy. Like I really just thought I was a horrible person. Everything I was doing was making me feel worse and worse, and I was just kind of like rolling through life, like not feeling particularly bad, but definitely not feeling good. And for some reason, I was like really comfortable in that place. Like I wanted to stay there, you know. Um, but then I moved to Portland, and then, I've said before that Miracle Morning had popped into my life, and, that all turned into its own thing. Like, I found a way to fill in the time that I was generally wasting, because I always wake up early before work. Like, I can't sleep in until I have to go to work. It's just never worked out for me. I wake up really early. I also fall asleep really early too, though, so I don't really go out very often either, because I just don't have like that kind of energy to do that stuff. Or maybe it's that I don't make that energy. I'll say it like that instead. That's a little bit more positive. But I do make the energy now that I've kind of done all the stuff I have with changing the website name and focusing on everybody else instead of just myself. I've been able to, actually, in a weird way, it's trying to help other people, it benefits you more. It's weird. It's like, why? There's really no point in being selfish and trying to only take care of yourself, because it's actually, it can be kind of self-harming in a weird way. You can be like, it's like not narcissism generally, but it's like you get like too into yourself. And if you just kind of like, sit down, and definitely meditating is what made me, feel like, okay, there's definitely something I'm not physically, I need to do something. Like, or I'm gonna be one of those crazy people that just like is miserable all the time and wants to make other people miserable. Like, I don't like that. That's not my thing. So the Miracle Morning thing came into play, and that's whenever oh, by the way, my nose changed my clothes a little bit. It's cold. I have to put a jacket on. So anyways, I'm also achieving a lot of stuff. After Miracle Morning, I started filling my mornings with listening to motivational videos. I am completely vocal about my love for Lisa Nichols, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, of course. I mean, I love Zig Ziglar. That's my man. I love Zig Ziglar. Earl Nightingale's cool. Really love him too, but something about his voice kind of puts me to sleep sometimes. But, I really like those speakers that have like that, like we really mean it. Really mean what we say. And, Alan Watts is pretty cool too. I'm cool with him. I also got into working on a bullet journal, and at first the name of a bullet journal, I don't need a journal, I'm not good at keeping diaries, but actually the bullet journal, it's more of a method of keeping track of stuff. If you're anything like me, or how I was, I always had post-it notes, like everywhere, for everything, but I still like wasn't getting a lot of that stuff done. It would just end up on a post-it note, stuck away somewhere, chilling forever. So I finally saw this video randomly shared about doing bullet journals, and I thought it was really simple and it made sense really quickly to me. And so I sat down and put together my bullet journal, and it really should have only taken me like 15 minutes to half an hour, but I actually was so excited that I ended up sitting there and working on my bullet journal for, I think, like probably like 3 hours straight. I had a day off, luckily, so it was a perfect day to want to do a bullet journal. And I even had taken, the evening that I went out to the store and bought all sorts of fun art supplies, just cheap little crowns and stuff, because, in my art, the stuff that I sell, most of the time, it's all made with really expensive materials, where I'm generally pretty stressed out about wasting any of them, and I get frugal, and it never pays off. And so anyways, I went out and bought all these like glue sticks and stuff that I could use for my bullet journal. And I mean, I really like the cover. I think it's pretty cool, It's pretty fun. And then I remember this sort of project was from whenever I had set a goal to learn the basic, chakras, and I wanted to tell myself that I'd be able to learn them and know them by heart and be able to like recite them based on their colors and stuff. And then for some reason, actually doing the bullet journaling is what enabled me to break my stuff down this way so that it made sense to me. And yes, I do know them now. So I'm really proud of that. Every now and then I remind myself to test, make sure, wait, do you still know them all? Are you sure? To make sure. But as far as how I organize this whole entire thing, I'm not going to get too into it. What I would like to, you can look up the video. It's really quick and easy, and do a lot better than I would probably do explaining it. I did want to show what my first month looked like whenever I started this thing. It's pretty basic stuff. It was just all like, text and nothing too crazy, And it mostly, I started adding cool little things in there, little quotes and stuff. I wasn't really, you can tell, I wasn't really open with the idea of this thing just yet. I didn't know if it was going to help me do what I was hoping to, but I have gotten a lot of information written down, and some of this stuff I think I'll sort through it later, and sometimes be like, okay, well maybe I'll turn that into like a Google Drive item. That way it's a lot easier for me to edit and update. But some of this stuff is things that I want to be able to pick through and look at right away. You know, like my golden goals, as I had called them, and my daily habits. Getting into listing my foods that I purchase for, and this, I'm definitely going to turn that into, it filled up, that was like 2 sessions. That's going to become a Google Drive document, and that page will be free for something else, you know? Like my credit score tracking, this one's really funny to me right now because I've been trying to get my credit score higher for a while. What I've done with this page is probably my favorite. It's just like so simple. It's just the information about the APRs and stuff. And then this is my last credit score that I had. And yeah, it's just so funny to me because I was just keeping track of like the interest and stuff and really trying to pay off, you know, my main credit cards that I have going on. And I'd really like if my credit score would go up. And so what's really awesome is that it did. Yeah, it's not 728 anymore. It actually went up to 746, which is the biggest increase in my credit score I've ever had. So I was pretty excited about that. And I think the weirdest thing about it is how I wasn't trying to do that. I was just wanting to keep track of stuff better and like be a better person and do. I've been trying to accomplish more goals that revolve around taking myself out and going to things that I wouldn't normally go to. Like I went to the Portland Miniature Show yesterday and got a lot of really cool stuff actually. I got some really cool stuff from that. You know, I don't normally, when I was in Florida, I used to always say I wish I could do stuff like that, and I couldn't because there wasn't anything like that around there. But I got this really nice little glass dish, and then these really cute little tea set that works. And these are all glass. They're really delicate and stuff, so I haven't pulled them out of the packaging because I'm afraid I'm just going to lose them everywhere. And then these really nice little trays. It was really cool. And once again, that is actually part of my being a weird person comment that I made earlier, is the fact that I knew, part of me didn't want to go because I knew that when I went I was going to be the only person that probably looked like me and was my age, you know? And I was right. I was definitely like the odd one out. But like I said, I've always been weird. I'm always going to... Once you learn to embrace, like, I'm always just gonna be weird, man. Like, people are gonna pick on you for things anyways. Even if you're, like, the coolest person ever, people are still just gonna have something to say about you. And you know what? I embrace it. Like, anything you have to say about me, as far as how weird I am, is probably completely true. Like, shit. It cracks me up. It's really funny to me. Yeah. So... embrace the weird, you know? Just, it works totally. So yeah, I get to update my little section here. I get to write in big happy numbers, 7, 4, 6, and just for symbolic reasons, I'm going to draw a nice little triangle underneath it. Because it's going to keep going up. Saying that. That's what's going to happen. This is going to keep going up. So, now I can actually stick that onto my page. I want to draw some hearts around it, though. Weird. I have to have hearts around all the things I really love the idea of nurturing. Hearts do that. Yay. Okay, so there's that. And then, so here's my other really favorite part about my bullet journal. Because I showed you what September looked like, right? Or not September, August. August looked like that. So this is what September's calendar looked like. And once again, you can look up the video online and it'll explain like how to lay out the calendars and stuff. It's really easy. You literally just like number the page. It made so much sense to me. And I'm generally bad with numbers. I'm getting better with them now. So that's what I tell myself. So here is actually the pages for the next month. And so what I'm gonna do, We're in October. Today's the 1st. So for September, that's what these are for. They're really great. I really love them. They make me so happy. So I definitely wanted to like show them because they're, I don't know, I think that they're I don't know. They're like journal entry, like it's like an illustrated journal is what I essentially kind of made. And these are things that really go on in my life. Like they're all sorts of awesome stuff. The quotes are generally from videos that I've watched that day, and some of it will just be like I had to take pills because I got sick, and I tried really hard to not have to take them, but I had to. So, and I am better now. Just all sorts of really cool, fun stuff. All sorts of awesome quotes. I like just flipping through here, and like so this is like becoming a thing for me. I think if I keep, pushing this, we went to the air show, grocery shopping. Ooh, smells good too because I have scented markers. But yeah, there's scented markers. I always wanted those when I was a kid, but they were really kind of expensive. And so when I went up there to buy crowns and stuff, I was like, I'm gonna splurge a little, getting some scented markers. Like that's the kind of stuff that I get excited about. Oh yeah. And so this is the end of September, and so we're into the next month, and so I'm just getting started here. We haven't done anything there. I'll be able to say that I made this video and throw that on there. But yeah, this is really fun stuff. Like if you feel like you're overwhelmed by all of your to-do lists and you're sad about it, then you might consider doing bullet journals. And I also saw some people that said that they didn't really like the bullet journal, but they liked the happy journal. I like the happy journal too. It's really pretty. But I don't have the money to be spending on stuff like that. I spend a lot of money on my groceries because my groceries are kind of the most important thing for me. I have to, I benefit from buying organic and stuff. I know it might be fake, this and that, but unfortunately for me, it's my body that shows me the difference. It's not anything I'm reading that tells me to not eat like a lot of meat or to not eat a lot of this or that. It's just, that's all my body telling me that because it hurts. I don't like to hurt. So I'm really glad I get to show this off. I really like it. And I think someone might benefit from this information. I know I did. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody that watches this have a great day. I know I'm going to have a great day.